right? We got this Ascension winning team.
Dre NX as well with the prime. Thank you so much, bro. I appreciate you doing that. Okay, we got VARREL on defense. We got DRX on attack, and I at least want to see a closer game, man. Give me some confidence for this team. They looked so scared to make plays.
Exactly what they're about to do. Paranoia set up.
And their whole tier 2 run was about making mad plays that don't make sense. But because they're all talented, it works.
At the moment, just not really caring about what may be creeping up over towards the A side.
Convinced that if Yoru gets a big nerf KO, will take over. Yeah, I could see it. The KO right click's really good. I'm just not confident that Riot is going to nerf Yoru anytime soon.
He can deploy it in maybe the right timing, but apart from that, I mean, you're going to have to see maybe Klaus use the Saturate, go for these fights, because if they're just peeling off the B side, it's the worst timing you could see. Everybody is going to the A side for VARREL, and it is the wrong read.
Take pressure with the Viper wall, everyone's stacking over towards A, and it's a 5v5 retake.
They've already waltzed in, seen that the side is open.
And look at the timing on this,
like. Go planting, keep an eye on what Freeing might be able to do off yonder as Plant is in. He's whiffing a couple of shots, it's okay, but the spike is already planted.
They ignore him and they speed up.
Being taken up as well. VARREL's just
these poor two guys here that have to speed up into the group.
A lot of footing here. Mako marks the back.
See the group.
Yeah, a little bit of a refract here and there. Some TPs back into safety. Everyone now corralled into the
Omen flash battle at B main. Everyone's getting hit by it.
Cinder in with a 2K.
Holy, bro.
Oh my goodness. Now holding up from elbow. It's Hyunmin with a couple of kills, but he needs a lot more. Onto the spike, which has been tapped. Recon's toss out to heaven just to keep their opponents at bay.
Oh, stopped it from getting half as well. Hyunmin's absolutely under.
Oh, I thought it was taking
just
a very long time for VARREL to
just when I had some belief that they might win this one.
As well, right? The spike had almost ticked halfway before Cinder finally found that first pick. He comes out with 3, so it's good to see that the shots are present in the server today for him after the woeful time he had last time.
Dude, why did my Omen instantly buy heavy armor Bucky?
Show me another series where he's going -25 in a best of 3. We need to see him be the Hyunmin that we know. So for him,
apparently he was sick last week, which
maybe saved the day a little bit as
honestly, if you look at his score, makes a lot of sense.
It's good to see.
He had a very rare off game.
Now into the round that
Regen armor Bucky. We fall by 1. I honestly don't hate this.
Could be funny.
If they'd like try and push
not, depending on which side you're on.
The others into him. Like if you try fake a little bit of pressure, right? You look like you're trying to take here, but you're actually taking close, but your util's like pretty decent.
Cast your mind back to yesterday.
Against that.
Disgusting collaterals, great Marshall shots, great multi-frags. It is a weapon that can do the damage, don't get me wrong. Right now we are just kind of waiting for the penny to drop in the server.
Yeah, I kind of like this buy, I'll be honest.
Will be able to do. No,
but I'm a Bucky fan.
Face check, sees him by the shoulder, but at least Hyunmin's here to.
Yeah, I would like I feel like if they did something aggro with the 4,
this time VARREL will
like reaction-wise, they might.
But I wonder if we flip that coin.
Push or be more likely to push into a smoke.
Because they've seen nothing, so we'll see. I wouldn't mind them.
You almost got 2? Yeah, I actually think this is something that could get explored. The problem now is that big buy round he has to then buy a judge. It's not like the best judge map on defense, but
I would actually like to see a world in which Hyunmin does farm up the convergent pass going into the bonus round. We'll very much see if that does happen now with the 20 seconds to go.
20 seconds. Smoke goes down. Nade is good. You do satchels as well on this one. There's not enough time for them to cancel. We've got a lot of util here. Damn, the Brim Molly went way too far though.
Here comes Klaus with a double as well. And suddenly it's just Mako left with 5 seconds. Can he kill them all?
He can't even plant this.
He's got 2 more now. Cinder's making a huge run for it.
Holy just. They just won. Oh my god, I can't believe he started running back in.
Talk about playing on a nice edge though. Cinder had to just get those shoes on and run away. I guess that's one good thing about the Brimstone. If you've got the stimmy, you can just run away faster. But my oh my, I mean,
God,
I'm talking about the
moment he turned around there, that scared the hell out of me. This is kind of interesting, man. They saved a lot of util. They buy Buckies or buy a Bucky.
Bring things back into a realm of possibility.
The other guys have a good amount of util as well. The solo Bucky has a 100% win rate.
They will be swinging out for
good to know.
A lot more.
This is good. taking some commanding fights, taking some
They got a little bit lucky with it, let's be honest. But
Corrode does offer when you've got an Omen, when you've got double duelists, when you've got fades as well that you can substitute in the Sovas. We see a lot of aggression over towards the B main choke from defenders that I was missing to see these sort of engagements from VARREL. Unfortunately for Shuna, head off the shoulders, top of mid.
I do like that they've left LP on this sort of an insert for now, though. Something that DRX might not expect.
It's a bit of a double, right? A delayed high-low, which actually will get the trade, but you start to lose a couple of members.
Good nade again.
Now the site looks to maybe be overwhelmed by DRX.
Oh yeah, seizes and everything being tossed out now.
Mate, where's my one? Why have we got a nice crossfire, but my one's dueling, not in the crossfire? Guys, play together. Why's my one facing like this when my other one's tucked in hiding? Either double swing or just play off each other.
You get that pistol, does balance out. Problem being, it does destroy VARREL's economy a little bit coming in towards this next round. So we'll see what interest they do have in maybe trying to find an angle that you'll get out this orbital strike from Cinder. Again, you look from the outside view on towards this series, and there will be some adjustments that DRX are going to have to make inside this server to figure out how the Brimstone is going to be playing. And it also upsets your timing a little bit, right? When you consider you're usually waiting 10 to 12 seconds for the smokes, now you got to wait 20 for a Brim smoke. It could definitely play a good little bit of stall for VARREL, which I think about it as well. Wouldn't have minded, if you've got some flashes on the back of it, right? Because they essentially are flashless. They're not playing a Yoru. They can't pop out of these smokes.
Really is just so
Are they from Ascension? Yeah, they are. They looked really good in Ascension.
Right? It's different. And we do
they also played a really weird style. They played double duelist. This is
what you know, what you love.
It was before the Sova nerfs and fade nerfs. And they just kind of ran at people, to be honest. They played a lot of Jet.
It's comfortable for them. Of course, it is really early. Klaus on the way.
And then now that Jet's more viable, they've moved away from Jet.
Guys, that's normal. And Shuna, I mean, he is one of my favorite initiators at the moment, so we'll see what happens as well.
Yeah, of course for now it is just the slight eco round.
Yeah, but the delay, 30 seconds, here we go.
They've done quite a good job so far, but once again it's DRX kicking down the doors with firepower.
It's a shame. At least I see early on that they're in positions to punish the waylay pathing though.
Find a kill, you got player advantage, you got a rocket in the mix.
Wanting that, was it Liquid that I was like, they're gonna shut down the waylay because it's all about positioning, and then they never positioned right. Nice shots, man.
Repeatedly, now it's just Shuna left.
And we are just waiting for another one to bite the dust. Clean as you like it from Bane. Nicely done.
Man, I'm so worried for his team this year.
A good idea for freeing to be a little bit more autonomous down towards mid. You cut off a retake ability from VARREL as well. Make it more one-dimensional, only being able to come from the side itself. No link play.
Team still use Jet on Abyss, even if there's a waylay Yoru. I mean, Jet's good on Abyss, man.
As well. So we get the weapons
like,
in
as soon as you get a Jet, you can actually A-spam.
We'll see as well what things might look like when they've got the ultimates to back them up too. Some great combos that can come out from Convergent Pass to lock you in for that Showstopper or the Orbital Strike to make you have a bit of a bad day.
Oh, wow.
Although, set, just off the rip towards set, this we'll counter with a Nightfall
strap.
Too. Oh, the Showstopper though,
I mean,
it will connect.
Yeah,
so this one felt a little weird, right?
You lose a little bit of the space around the
I double send it with my dash. I don't see anything on the minimap, and then I pop my Razor.
The floor will reveal position. It's just going to be the slow creep up for DRX, and I wonder if they actually realize how far.
Isn't Jet basically fine on every map? Nah, not really.
I think they are hanging back.
Haven, it's pretty dead.
Just really have to consider that.
Like there's nothing that you can do that is that good.
Again.
Maybe you could see spam argue, but it's so easy to either get in that smoke or just spam that smoke.
After the spike goes down, that's when they go convergent paths as well. It does
bind. Yeah, you got no stall on bind. It's not as good as the other duelist.
Inside, he goes checked by the shock dart. All we've got left is Freeing and Mako smoked off completely. No clear line of sight.
Paranoia for Mako could be big.
Freeze and Abyss are the best maps.
To perhaps set up for it. But it's still at this range, everything could be fatal. Taps onto the spike.
Guys, don't lose a
Trying to buy some time
4v2.
away. They will spam through, thus finding Mako, thus finding freeing at the end. VARREL managed to strike
It's
back.
just a smoke off.
From
The
VARREL
smoke off,
coming into
spam
that
off, number
space
diff.
that they have lost as well to garner a way back in. Convergent pass, orbital strike, finding Bane as we say, but then it's really the
Bring back
patience
the
as well,
original
recognizing the 4 versus 2.
Yeah, it would still be
Tap
way
towards
too
the
strong,
spike,
man.
Bait out positions, bait out
Just dominate the
ammunition,
game.
Catch them in a reload, catch them in a state of bother. Really nicely done.
Feels weird for your Waylay
Bane
there
nearly
to
would've got out of
not
that too if it was just the
to
orbital.
hear
You
the
can see
ult
why
and
there is
then not
always such
pop
importance
the
on comboing ultimate abilities as well.
fract.
You can say the same too, technically, for the Fade and the Yoru and stuff that we can see later on for DRX.
The Brim, yeah, the Brim is
Another buy round though for both squads.
most
in the
teams
server.
are
Money too
most teams
for
are playing the
DRX
Brim
is
for the
looking pretty
extra
good that they'll be able to
15
fashion
seconds
something
that
in
you can
the
kind of get
next
from
round
all
if
the
things go a
smokes.
little bit awkward
5
here.
seconds per smoke. But
Half
there's
buy
definitely some
works.
teams that are like really heavy focused on the Waylay.
Just trying to keep things afloat
Brim
for now,
combo.
but also recognizing a lot of the early pressure from VARREL down this B main area. Now DRX comes in for the kill. Zexy managed to find a trade though. Wants to go and seize even more initiative, but Bane, undetected, will be able to find the drop.
It's actually a little bit too narrow focused on that
One
refrag
by
as well.
one.
Gunman is just going to get the better of
What
Shooter.
are we
This one's falling
doing?
apart at the moment as
Go,
Marco
mate.
finds Klaus and Quack.
End it on
Unfortunately
your
this
own.
time Cinder, well, he didn't have the running shoes on to get over to the B site to help. He's just going to have to sit pretty and simmer for the remainder of this round. Hope to hold on to the gun.
Even if you did have those shoes, man, I mean, just you gotta watch out for so many of these angles. That was not it.
If he did run over,
Already losing it.
probably
Ah,
just
it's
falling
just
into a wall. Yeah,
it's
feels
not
like a
great.
brick one in that for DRX.
A lot of bricks on Corrode.
Less spammable now, which is good.
Is it a result of the smoke
like
cooldown?
that.
The Brim?
Now
Yeah, yeah.
DRX,
For
not
a
gonna be
lot of the
seeing any
picks.
equalizations here for VARREL. As a slight little hunt is on.
You gotta
For Zexy and Shuna.
gotta consider a
in the
Brim
next
these
round,
days.
and LP as
It's
well
also
can get a couple upgrades if they want to.
the the Omen Flash
Maybe
nerf.
begging a little.
A lot easier to
We'll
dodge
see.
an Omen Flash these days, or a lot
Also
harder to
too,
hit an
back
Omen
things up
Flash. I
as
don't know
well,
which way you would
these
view
sort
it,
of
but
positions as
I
well,
guess
when
it's
you
the
start
same
to build
thing.
a bunch of momentum on this side for DRX, we could certainly start to just see a very successive amount of rounds garnered by them as well. Makes me slightly worried for VARREL if things do get out of hand, if DRX are allowed to stabilize here.
Really might start to. I was wondering if maybe a timeout called sooner or not. Right now, though, as you mentioned, the slight half buy. They will continue to go in, though.
But how much further, right? If you're playing a flash agent, you would normally pop one over as well and still go for a little
Yeah,
bit
it
more.
kind of
of that
looks like
fight.
they've
This time
only
to
got this
refract
B
out,
trap.
but it's going to be a second
And
bite in the
DRX
cherry. They're going to still try to fight for a bit
don't
of further
really
space.
fall for it.
DRX are happy to let this be.
Ali G with the Prime.
Wait
Appreciate
for
the
the
3
smoke,
months.
see what's around the corner. Bane still has the
You feel
power.
angry sometimes waking up and seeing games that are not
So much
worth?
to check.
No, not really. 'Cause I don't
They're gonna go through
mind.
this dry,
I don't mind
get the
teams
better of them
being in a
again.
bad spot. I just want to
That is how they
see
won one of those rounds from
improvement.
Before, but right now they're going to get sussed out, completely blinded thanks to the Prowler, and that's where Mako will make his mark alongside Bane.
Pretty much job done in this one, Quack. I would say they weathered through that one quite nicely. DRX, good utility, good trades. Well, lack of trades really, actually. Just Bane feeling the brutal end of that Bucky and not even to death. Now we just wait for Cinder and Shuna to essentially be put to the sword for this round.
More
Would
teams are
put
in a
much
bad
stock
spot
in
than not
pistols,
at the
would ya?
moment. Yeah, but that's kickoff.
Certainly not, especially when Mako is watching the corner. Shuna, what are you
That's
going to
it's honestly to be expected.
3,
A lot of new
2,
teams.
1.
A lot of people trying to work out the meta.
Okay, a little bit delayed. And he'll get a kill for his troubles, so Marco not going to be able to get a nice trophy in the round.
Disappointed.
How do you feel about
Nice
GE this
dragon,
year?
They're winning.
We need more.
I mean, it's funny because they are kind of in
Freeing
that
and
same
Bane,
spot
if
that
they
Talon was in
manage to
last
find the
year.
exit kill here,
where it's
they
like
would get
they
close to their
can-
ults, they'll pick one up if it is freeing.
can
It
make
looks
an
like that's
international.
gonna happen here unless Shuna recognizes who he's fighting. Wow.
But
And
do
went
they,
up to
I
the
guess?
spike. Even in death, freeing will pick up the pit. So having access to that in the next round isn't too shabby. Hermes is even going to find Shuna at the
Frost?
end
I mean,
too.
Frost has
So
done so
VARREL,
well in such a short amount of time.
adventures don't work in that round.
They're very
Starting
drilled.
to wonder when's that time going to pause
They,
for a timeout, and well, it's looking like we're
They were
already gonna
very
get that
loose
now.
in the
So,
Zeta
chat with
game.
TK9,
And
flip side of
apparently he
chat
said in
with
an
Turn.
interview that he's kind of letting the
think so
IGL
far
take more
your
of the
DRX
reins for this one.
Really needing to adjust
Would
the
make
game plan
sense.
so far from what
So it was
I've
a
seen,
little
to be honest
looser.
with you. A lot of aggressions from VARREL that you've already figured out inside the server with Bane's new leadership.
I think C9 will, so currently needs an assistant coach. I think you have to have an assistant coach at the moment.
Using that util to scope the
I think
situation
they're doing
out
pretty good without.
They're already
But
so well drilled anyway.
that only lasts for so long.
Senior coaches from DRX
Problem is, without an
as
assistant
well.
coach, if stuff starts going wrong, you just get overwhelmed too much. There's too much stuff to cover. Unless your IGL's like really good. Did they say why Bane is IGL? I mean, Samako can frag. It looks a little...
Yeah, I mean, what are you looking to do, right?
It looks a little... Lost
A
isn't the right
or
word, but I
middle,
don't
or
have a
you
better
are
word than
falling back
lost.
into something that really
He's just
wasn't
struggling when
working
he
against the likes
IGLs.
of GE, where you play passive and you almost play a style that
His
you
whole
don't want to
entire
internally
game
play. It
just
makes you
gets
feel
wrecked.
just sick a little bit playing too passive.
It's always such a tough decision to make.
Yeah.
Speaking of coaches, what are your thoughts on
We'll see what
coaches like
things
Eng
look
and
like in this
Potter,
round
despite
as
being
I
praised for their
cast my
coaching?
eyes
They have
onto Mr.
success.
Klaus
They are
with a
struggling
Vandal
to
and no
find
armor.
success out of 2021 and
And as your
2023.
entry player,
This is a very good
on this
question. This is
defensive
like a
side,
good, you know, on Plat
virtually
Chat, they
minded
do like a
getting
member
like
question. That's a good
judge,
member question, to be
playing
honest.
sneaky around with the shotguns,
You can't be good at
maximize
every
business
single
potential
meta.
where DRX are still ultimately
And
playing a slow style.
It's
playing
different
towards the
lineups
tail
as
ends of
well,
these
so
rounds.
you're
These
gonna
are scenarios
struggle.
where you can
But I
get
would
away with
think,
those sort of
I would
buys.
think that you would at least see
So we're down to mid this time.
more success than I do out of those two
Upgrade
two
charge towards the B side, so you
coaches.
gotta think there's a bit more of a static trap on the side,
Like, it
which
does
is just
worry
gonna
me a
be
little
put the
bit.
mask on, as Hermes
Like,
and
you have
seeing
coaches that are
who's
more
he,
consistent
and if
than
it's
them
no one,
right now,
well,
for
it's a break and
sure.
enter.
Okay, breaking and entering, scouting, marking a lot of the goods on the site.
Yeah, and I hate this as well for VARREL, to be honest with you, mate. The pit down from freeing kind of incentivizes you to
Thank you
use
for the
Hunter's
answer. It's a
Fury
really
to
good
try
question,
and
man.
maximize a
I'm not
bunch of
gonna
the
lie, I like that
space
question
you
a
wanna
lot.
try and get into this
Because
retake with.
I guess I
Double
don't
flank
really know the
TP
answer.
that comes through from LP, but Bane's already watching.
Really kind of a gambit if you have to think about.
And they're not going together, man!
I mean, they never go together. They play one by one the whole time.
Just going through with it anyway. LP will be able to find the first frag. Nightfall comes out as well, though.
I don't mind it that
only
much on the
lands
flank
onto
because
one
you
player,
might
so
think
that
if the
is quite a bit of
spacing is bad that it's only
information.
one.
Now, DRX hunkering down inside of the pit. LP trying to find a couple of shots here and there, but being tucked into the corner safely will dispatch of two. Mako for the final one. As Suna tries to backtrack into safety. Can he actually do it? Somewhat. But the spike goes off anyway.
Yeah, nicely held from DRX. As I said, it's just going to be an easy way for them to get into the site. They figure out a little bit of a deeper purpose as well on how they want to get this plant down, how they want to protect it with the pit. You got the flank watch that, you know, I'm thinking to myself, all right, Zexy, you go by yourself, you give Bane that free kill. He's got a seconds layer when LP
seems
comes
to have
in a little
bad
bit later
reads.
on for the backstab.
And this is
He
what I
does
mean,
get
you
a
can't get the
sensational
meta
amount of
right
damage,
every single
don't get me
time.
wrong, but when you've got this pit up
But
and you've got Brave
those
looking
two
a
that
little
you
bit more
mentioned, I
comfortable
like
to
the
hold
best
these angles
example.
with this
I would love
firepower
to know what
as
Mini
opposed to
thinks
the
about
devices
it.
we saw last time not
I
work
wonder if
out.
Mini would say his true
It's,
thoughts actually on
you know,
this one.
looking good for them. I mean, last time they played.
I think Mini might just say they got
yeah,
lucky.
I mean, we'll leave that last year.
But then it's really
building
weird
block
because you
rounds,
take the pieces apart and you
VARREL
put them
players start to build
separate.
up confidence before now. Once again, peeking down middle.
And the pieces in theory
And
like
yes,
haven't
the
been that
Sky
good,
Smoke
so
down mid
Eng and
lasts a
Potter
lot
have to be
longer,
doing a
but
lot.
We're already seeing DRX very happy to play on the back of it. Just wait for it to expire.
That's what DRX has been doing for the past multiple rounds now. Always get a good read on VARREL.
That's just a lot of the style, isn't it? Passive, coordinated, and calculated plays. Even under, you know, Bane taking IGL reins and unleashing Marco a little bit. Not too much has ultimately changed in the stylistic approach.
Look at this as well, right? IGL getting a little bit proactive.
Yeah, but now we need to see LP ask for a bit of assistance from Shuna. From
Mate,
Zexy
please
over
get through
here
that
as well.
smoke.
The execute that comes through from DRX now.
Duna, please, come on, mate.
To clear out so much of the site.
Okay,
Good thing
you're
is,
playing
though,
back.
some of the VARREL players
You guys will play together though, right?
Yep. There was 30 seconds to go on
Two
the
of you
plan.
hold in.
Had ultimates been available for VARREL, could have been a different story, but now DRX.
Yeah, swing.
To go for the
Ah, it's a
swing.
late
Oh, Zexy
swing,
to trick
bro.
on Hermes.
It's a late swing. He's like
continuing
waiting
to
for his
pop
mate
off.
to die first
Even though
instead of
Cinder is in
contact.
position now, I don't know how much more they can really clean up on Klaus, finding one, Shuna from back end.
Okay.
He gets another, and here comes the movement. Mako tracks it though, straight on into the corners, almost clutching in and out.
Bro,
But
these
Shuna
rounds, mate, are so
outright.
close.
Mr. Marco, he nearly
Dude,
just
VL plays
stomped on them, didn't he?
so... I mean, they don't play off each other well at all. Actually, like, the opposite of how GE play right now. If you watch GE, the individuals are obviously good, but their best thing is, like, their team play. They're very good at trading. I would say maybe the best in Pacific at trading. But, like, look at this. Whoa, that's so late.
In a round where plants down and 5v5, you get the technical.
He's dueling for a second.
DRX, you get the trades. It's Shuna coming
dueling
away
for a whole second before I get a
disgusting
swing.
Second onto Bane. If that kill onto Bane doesn't come out, round is 100% DRX's in my mind with time and then player advantage. It's very
Who's the worst team today that could beat 2021 Gambit?
These rounds again and again.
Mate, most teams could.
Well, but right now,
The game's evolved so much since then. 2021 Gambit.
Showstopper down mid. He'll elevate himself to get a free frag on towards Hermes. Cloud on towards Hyunmin.
I'm trying to think if Team Secret would. I don't think they would, actually.
And now you may be fashioning your way back in towards this half. At best, they can only tie things up, though.
But, like, just above Team Secret.
Consider if you want to commit to this.
Oh my guys, this is a game that you generally see your opponents and get the kills. We're getting a lot through smokes and walls at the moment, so.
Oh my god.
VARREL?
I mean, they'll take this. They need a clean round like this. The money's so low.
Yeah, I was not expecting any of these kills to go through that way.
I mean, DRX probably not as well. A bit of a change up from VARREL, which in a 5 versus 2, the only way they lose this is by gifting free kills towards DRX, and there's just no way that they're really going to be able to get back into this round, is it?
Could be tempted to save with freeing some money.
Won't allow Shuna to get closer to a Hunter's Fury, your own economy as well.
Oh, they're actually saving. Dude,
save these guns,
big round.
rebuy in the next
That's
round,
so nice for them. Guys, stop hunting. You need money.
Too much money for the last
Chill
round.
out.
There's a lot to consider in these.
You guys need the 3K, man.
The ultimate right
Look how good it would be. You could literally lose a round and then buy the next, not have to eco.
That's why otherwise
You've been ecoing the whole game.
I do not really mind this from VARREL. You know,
Thanks.
if it works for him, start to pre-fire some of these corners. You actually manage to catch unsuspecting DRX players.
Yeah.
LP's calling it safe as well. You know, this is, if it works, stick to it.
Nice.
If it ain't broke,
don't fix it. Improve on it, perhaps.
Or maybe make it broke. We'll have to wait and see.
Whoa.
DRX saving with the weapons, see what they've got in store for this next round as well. If they even want to maybe toy with the idea of leaning towards the A site with this toxic screen that they've altered.
Me man, thanks so much for the tier 1. Appreciate the 6 months.
Lurking up once.
You skip your final exam? Probably not, mate.
To come through
Probably not on that one.
DRX, well, you'd assume.
Yeah.
Wow. It's a new year.
Who wins
right?
between Team Secret and Ulf right now?
Found that timeouts exist. And
you're asking Ulf for stand-ins, right? Because Ulf of real team would annihilate them. Yeah, it's close.
Termy, perhaps. I think that's actually kind of lovely, though. You know, getting a little bit more involved.
Probably Ulf.
Team's preparation
what I'm
for
watching.
the upcoming rounds. Don't want to fall to the mental conditioning of repeatedly going to B-side or taking pokes against VARREL's mid fork again.
Do you agree that Jorgamo is the real centerpiece of the EG roster?
So we'll see how they'll.
I can definitely understand how you get to that theory. Yeah.
First half.
I mean, he was the reason that their Lotus was so good.
Yeah, I mean, after the last time out, we did see it converted by DRX. So we'll
don't really know.
Be able to keep a good little percentage of.
I don't really know what the main piece was.
Watch me.
This is, after all, a semi-new DRX squad.
Yeah, I mean, Ethan was very good at the Sky meta.
Yeah, IGL change, player change. Does bring into the question about a couple of them. I think it brings more into the question last series as well for DRX. And now if this one does go awry as well, you're down into the elimination stage of that lower bracket, which one of these teams has to go to at the end of the day.
That's crazy.
But for the folks that might have just been joining us as well, loser of this series will play the loser of T1 Gen G in the first elimination game.
Oh, loser of this plays T1 Gen G. Wait, that's
this time, though, for the round,
you actually don't want to lose this at all.
With a bit more of a presence towards the A side of things for the early stages, and not too much to be seen from VARREL as well, not going for any extremity aggressions. You got Zexy in towards mid, not seeing anything. He's just going to peel towards this A site, which is the right call for now. It's just a default all around. Eventually, somebody needs to make some money moves.
Is known for very good ideas and set plays. Would you agree on that? Yeah.
I mean, his
And
name
is
is
it
just
not
money
more
as
of
well.
the assistant coach?
Yeah,
Right, you can't get away with just being a coach and only being good at that. You got to be good with like comps and stuff as well.
A bit of a waltz in towards the elbow for DRX. 30 seconds to go. Showstopper convergent pass. We've seen this before here.
It's actually happening.
You got to excel. You got to excel at way more than that, man.
Zexy has popped it off. Ooh, refresh the
nice
and
from
he still
him,
lands it straight bang on. Mako from the left side though.
Non-IGL Mako.
Oh, if he was closer to it, he can TP over towards the other side of the map. And now they're just going to force themselves into this A
Takes the
side.
TP. Did he see him? Didn't see him. This guy gets the kill. Oh.
As is Cinder slowly
Making a lot of sound so Cinder can play.
At the very end of it, but all the positions
Nice shot.
and that's where Mako drops.
Cinder's shooting a lot better today as well.
He has to fight his way out of this. Gets hit by the paranoia, tries to tuck in the cover.
It's like their best round that they played together as well.
Find one LP there to find the decapitating kill.
Dude, imagine they get a 6 out of this.
Spike on the floor. If Marco was able to retrieve that and seeing the bodies around
I mean,
that
I've got no idea he kills one. I think they missed with a Vandal when he saw the...
But I caught my eye on LP, aware of that fact. He was hanging around the B site for majority of those A fights there, just in case that would come on out and he'd be in the right proximity to, you know, potentially get the kill during plant or after plant and win the round.
How the coaches work on things like spacing? Dude, it's just like... So, you know when you people are talking about pracs and people are talking about like goals and stuff. Like it would just be like a focus on today. Like you would start today, you would have all of like your bind stuff so that you're just playing bind. But then you would be like our main focus. And normally we did like individual focus on people as well. You can be like our main focus is spacing. So like you would then pause a lot in the practice and be like, guys, you need to say like this guy should have called to wait for the other guy. Then you're swinging together. Make sure your first guy's always going wide kind of stuff.
Yeah, he has been doing this for
it's just like day goals, basically, of what you want to achieve. And then you're just hyper-focusing on it. And then you just pause load it in practice. Like when we played practice, people kind of hated playing against us a little bit. We would pause 4 to 6 times, I would say, in a prac.
You mentioned Klaus on these lines. I'm looking at Zexy. Oh, and he can't win the fight against Marco.
Yeah,
it would take
that's
just to try and like fix things on the go.
It's old blood versus new blood.
This is a gamble. Alt in, expect your opponents to rotate.
LP. He's got so much work to do here, and he doesn't even.
What's the theory behind Raze on this map? Mate, every time I see a Raze, I don't get the theory.
There's a TP from Marco. Does he know that he's behind him at the tower?
Oh my god, he's absolutely owned him with the fake TP.
Unfortunately, shut down at the very end. Now only 2 players from DRX on the site itself. Freeing coming on over just in time.
Sooner gets a kill, he gets his ult.
You have to think about where VARREL could be rotating from.
It's such a deep drone as well. Still? Got to clear out every single corner right now as VARREL, before going in for this retake. Darts available for Shuna, and Incendiary for Cinder as well. And Klaus has a lot of utility. They could fashion this.
Very possible, taking on multiple angles now with the first slot of utility coming through. Mako, though, stayed tucked underneath, managed to find one, freeing for the trades, and freeing again! Suna unbelievably not allowed to step through. DRX ends the first half 7-5.
Yeah, good clutch at the ends there, technically, for freeing.
Honestly, 5 of how it was looking,
being a nuisance on the site.
That's not too bad.
Also starting off the affairs by finding Zexy in towards mid. It's kind of unbelievable that LP manages to get away with more than one in that scenario. It's good little shrouded step plays. And I was kind of wondering as well as Marco, there's no smoking tower. You've TP'd there.
Respect.
You should have some pretty clear vision on him. And there's chaos in the comms, it feels like.
Are you worried about Heretics based on their 2 games? Oh, for sure.
With DRX in the lead.
It's a little bit back and forth. VARREL managing to really find good recovery.
But will it continue into the second half?
I think that's going to be one of the big things,
right? You need to make sure that it's not stale on the switch up.
Americas.
You also got to look at a little bit of these differences in the agent compositions that they come on down, right? Because I'm seeing freeing he's going to have to be sufficient on this Viper that once upon a time we knew him being very sensational in doing, right? So how are we changing up these walls? How are we changing up his positions around the map as well?
So like
how
spams
aggressive
for
is
smoke are
Hermes
too
and
important for how
on these
luck-based it is.
I think I'm a
I
little
wouldn't
bit
say
more
fully luck-based.
intrigued on what VARREL are going to
Just how
look
the
to
maps
do,
are
right,
made.
on this
Yeah.
attacking
This game
side.
is
You've
made
got
for
the
spamming
Brimstone and the
smokes.
Omen, so you got a lot of
Small
smokes.
choke points.
You got the single info
You got
from Shooter.
smokes that last
So
relatively
I'm
long.
expecting that there's going to have
You
to be a
got
lot
tagging
more
that
corners
is
kind of being cut a little
crazy
bit by Klaus and
powerful.
by Zexy to get involved in
And
these
you got
battles.
more bullets on guns that are silenced.
Certainly something to look out for.
Like
And all
it's
will be revealed on this pistol.
it's made for spamming smokes.
I mean, similar to how they played back at Ascension.
I wouldn't
you know,
just
scroll
write it down
through
as
with
luck a lot of
whatever's
the time. It's
comfortable, some of that aggression as well.
Well, you talk about
honestly a
aggression.
lot of the time it's just
Let's
game
have a
sense.
big old rodeo here in B main.
Yeah, starting things off with a bit of flash. DRX back to safety. Hermes sticking in for the fight. Okay, a couple of players. Klaus headed on through and over. But still, Mako towards the back. DRX still continuing to control the space. Trying to hold on with a slide off angle while VARREL gets blocked up by smokes.
Yeah, you gotta call it now as VARREL. You can't bully your way back in when you've used all of that refreshable utility and it's offline.
Oh, you've got nothing left in the bank.
Are you waiting for another 50 seconds though for Shuna's dart to come back online? You've got LP smokes because Cinder now has Nada.
Kind of need to, right? You got a whole minute to work with, so might as well.
Okay, I mean a
You've
lot
also
seen
got the
over towards
favorability
B.
side for DRX where they've got a minute on the defenses to
Bane
settle
at one
to
point.
see what's going to be there.
Might
You
be
got
able to
Freen with
clear
this
it.
wall that if he wants to be a little bit
It's
more
so
aggressive with
hard.
it as well. You got
Like he
Decay.
could fade
VARREL have
over
to run
towards
through.
this, but
You got to consider that.
could get
If it's a
timed
split,
also.
I mean, you've already got Bane on a
Um,
forwards line that he doesn't necessarily need to commit
Hola,
on.
hi, hello with the prime.
time.
Thank you so much, dude. Appreciate you.
I
Thank you
was
for
just
that.
about to think that Bane has such a good read on this, but
30 seconds, bro. This
Ran
fade
for a
out wins
slip,
this
a
round,
little
surely.
Gap. Thankfully, Toxic
30
Screen will
seconds
still
left.
keep the majority of VARREL's forces at bay.
25 seconds.
Got the C's for Bane if
No,
needed.
don't use it like that.
Stall them for a little bit longer.
He held
as
it the
well.
whole time
20
to use it like
seconds
that.
To go for VARREL to get a plant.
Just enough trickle damage for VARREL as DRX continues to poke
It's an
on their
incredible
way
tether,
in.
though.
Here comes Bane.
As
Two
much
shots
as I
for
hate
now.
his
The
fade
unmeant
out, this is
travel
an
through,
incredible
and it's
tether.
going to be freeing to finish
great
it
trades
off.
on
Yeah,
this.
and that got a little bit hairy.
Praying for the
Things
finisher
47 with the
yet
prime.
again.
Appreciate it. Thank you for that.
As DRX open up the accounts in this round and they close too with just trades, good read.
Pistol, yeah.
And feeling,
Double
you know, like
pistol
the
and they're
pressure's
looking
not really getting
like the
to them
better team.
in that situation, right? They know that VARREL are up against the wall with the lack
Pretty
of
rough.
utility, lack of space after the initial
Bardo as well with the
B-main
prime.
engagement.
Thank you so much as well, mate.
And just Bane with the steady C's as well, with the traces, with the shots with the team.
Guy
The
hits 3
coordination
with
to
this
fight
tether,
together,
man.
right? Making sure
3 with a
the
tether
same
on a
page.
pistol and they're
I
all
know
committed.
it's something very simple to highlight, but at times you do see that not be, you know, well coordinated in very high tense moments. A plant down for
Will they
VARREL
force?
and a force up situation for
must
them
win.
as well.
Interesting.
Very. A little bit more aggressive though. Up close and personal with
Okay,
the
maybe
shotguns.
starting to
Marco
see a little bit
really
more
got
fury of the Rays. If
Well,
they're
he'll get
actually
his
just
paranoia out
fully
at
sending
least.
it like this.
Boombot's also needing to be
God,
dealt with, but
this-
that's where Sexy goes, hopping around like a bunny! A second
he
frag
missed too
through.
many
8
shots, man.
as well.
Also
And
not
they're
expecting the
starting to go on a
fourth
tear.
at
He'll
all.
pull them off with his bulldog.
Hide his name and maybe even the agent. I would have thought Darby was in the server with what he's doing there.
Yeah. Problem is util on this one.
Lovely
Only one
tactics,
shock.
and now they get control of the site.
Couple of low players with HP. Look at it. LP, Cinder, the latter
Cinder's
of which
dead.
Uh-oh.
smoked out. Or rather,
Lovely
snuffed
util.
out.
Yeah, combo utility. Still though, 2 players.
Great smoke.
Automatic weapons, SMGs behind this one smoke. DRX trying to get cheeky kills through it. Now trying to stay tucked inside.
That's madness.
That's where Free gets revealed.
That's
Close!
madness from Freeing.
Just
I don't know
moves
what
his
he
mouth
thinks.
all over the place and mows them all down.
Don't know what he
Yeah,
thinks
Subby's
he's in.
getting the work done for VARREL in that round. Let's copy and paste what we had at the beginning of the map, right? First
Well,
we saw DRX.
They lose
Second
both
round,
pistols and then they eco.
goes over towards VARREL.
Well, I say eco, this was a
So
force.
if we continue patterns, next round,
Should be
DRX, question mark? Really nicely done to just get super aggressive from VARREL. In a round that you look from the outset, you think,
Surging with the T1.
is it
Appreciate the
worth going
13
for a
months. Thank you,
force-up?
thank
You
you.
know, you got to cut some corners with the flashless variety. You got to get through your own smokes, but they chain it nicely. Getting really
Okay,
in your face.
don't get ecoed back like last time.
And then Jumping on some trampolines in the site with those shotguns.
Oh yeah.
Let's go again, hey?
Why not? You're up against classics anyway.
I mean, it's this is
just makes it a little bit more
this
difficult
in
for
the
this
current
passive
meta right
style
now is
DRX
just
to
so
react to.
strong.
I mean, at least for the current
It's
moment,
a little bit what
Robot clears out the
I feel
back,
the methodical
confirms
teams are
positioning,
missing.
clear out elbow
The
as well.
set strats where you
Everything's
just send
under
it with
control.
double duelist.
Yeah, it should be hunky-dory.
Like, look how hard
for
this is to
VARREL
deal.
close.
Like, unless you got good util to deal
See,
with
as long
this,
as
like
no one
fade
steps
eye
into
for
the
when they pop out of the smoke, so that it's
Yeah,
really
you don't
easy
wanna
to
be the
track them.
sacrificial lamb against 4 classics,
It's so
I would say.
hard, and they got nice util, right? Smoke, Molly goes in the smoke, so you can't
3-1,
fast
flash
flood.
him through. Judge could absolutely rip you here.
Let go of a singular clip.
Guys.
Oh, come on! Classics Bandit, Sexy manages to save the day. Just a little bit more as well. Mako trying to sneak on through. Shuna will be able to mark towards the back line. Shot dart to finish it all.
That's a close one, though. Dude, look at their ults to snowball. They're in a great spot.
Wait,
they're in a really good spot.
Lost in the piece for VARREL, but they do retain the
It's
Vandals.
I mean, they both combo so well,
DRX will buy
and you
up
buy a
now
drone,
into
and
the
then
second
it's
half
easy.
to not see equalization.
Yeah, it's a
We're
really
actually
easy
seeing an
call on this
operator
one.
purchased up as well, which, correct me if I'm right.
I think pretty much every team should be running double
First
duelist
one.
in this
Okay.
meta.
First
I don't
one
think
of the
100
series.
Thieves should be running double duelist,
Definitely.
because they've really got the solo waylay down.
We'll see
but-
what DRX can do
but like-
with it,
But like
though.
Oh, there's a
every other
mistake if
team,
I'm
90% of
right.
teams,
That's the
yeah.
one.
We're getting our
I
sayings right.
said beginning of this
Here we
year,
go. Varrel's
every map,
completely
if you
avoided this
can,
operator.
you want to
First
run
up
double
goes
control or
But just
double
going in with a huge
duelist.
drive by straight into the side. Klaus has already found the entry.
I felt like this was
We're
one of the
into
more
site,
obvious
we're up
metas,
and Adam, we've
because
got
DRX kind of showed
util
us
for days to stall as well.
before it
Zexy
all
went away
started,
from
and then
showstopper, and the
then
best
on top
thing
of that, the
for me
initiators
right
got
now is
nerfed.
Klaus with this convergent pass can buy so much time depending on how long DRX
Unless
take.
Vito was like insanely broken,
No, we're saving.
was
We're
very
out. We're done.
obvious.
We don't want no business in this. As
Very
DRX.
obvious one.
They've got the site. They've got ults to close. When you got the convergent pass, as I mentioned, you got the Hunter's Fury as well. Zexy one away from the showstopper.
dude, they
That
didn't
is
even have
just
to use
a
ults.
signed envelope and shipped. If I'd ever seen one, DRX.
It's so
to
early on in the game
go at it again in the
that
next round.
it's just
Hermes,
better to
I don't know,
save here
revealed the operator.
and get the
but
3k.
It is at least good to see that your
For
Yoru,
sure.
is playing op. We've seen, in the past couple of days and weeks of play.
I think G2
in
should
my
swap.
mind, a
I
couple
think
of,
G2 are probably one of the
players
only
who
teams as
are
well that get
quote
away
op
with it.
Players not playing the
G2
quote
100
op
Thieves. I think
agents.
every other team should.
Right, we're seeing like Waylay's bringing it in. We're seeing differences.
Maybe
so I do
MIBR,
like to
but
see
at the
it.
same time,
intrigued
I'm just thinking of
to see how
MIBR
Hermes
with
is gonna
Aspas in
pile this
second.
one
It's
on
like,
the side.
dude,
But
double
VARREL are gonna
duelist would
keep
just
doing
be
that.
so sick here.
You're gonna see no op play.
That's the tricky thing right now. I mean, they really have to think about
No
how their
Senti. On the
defensive
maps that
setups
you
will
can.
work
Obviously,
against,
like,
a
your
Varrel that's
Havens,
looking to explode
your
onto sides
Pearls.
again and again.
I
So
need an info.
we
Like, I'm just
actually
playing a
might have
Killjoy.
a really early timeout once again. This time from DRX, though.
Well, I think we're just seeing VARREL that smells like real VARREL, to be honest with you. This is
That's
what
true.
I was kind of expecting in the game against GE.
Does this put a smile on your face, seeing a Varrel like this?
Puts a smile on my face in good VALORANT.
Okay.
One could make an argument right now, depending on what flavor of Val that you like, if it's good or not.
GE don't play it.
Okay,
Yeah, but
well,
GE have their own read
this
on the
is good.
meta.
I think for VARREL, absolutely.
Oh yeah.
I think for DRX, no.
GE think they have the
That's why we've got a
solution
timeout
for
right now,
heavy
because they
aggro
need to adjust
play.
things.
And honestly, they got a very good
He calls
solution.
it like he sees it, Komodo.
But for teams that know how to play against the Vito, I think they might struggle. They got
VARREL, I mean,
valified pretty early
not
on
giving
by
DRX an
playing
opportunity to
against
get
two
comfortable at
really
the beginning of these rounds, right?
aggro
As soon as
teams.
barriers drop,
and
it's just go, go, go.
So in their mind, they think
Like you're doing
Vito
a
is
drag race when the
100%
lights
right.
turn green.
But
It's kinda what it
as
feels
they
like.
play against a team that
Yeah,
opts
you
on
like those.
attack and then just starts contacting them, I don't know what they're gonna do.
That's kind of
Opening kills.
Unless they start playing
and
him
really
more
causing VARREL to
rotate,
think
which I guess is the
like
next step.
plan A won't work. Because plan A right now is working for them. You know,
Barrel?
pretty
No,
much
they're doing
2
good,
times in a
man.
row.
I mean,
Not the
that
greatest sample set, but it's working
that
great.
all in on their force was everything.
Up on the line
And now they got
go.
so much money.
is the chance for opportunities to arise for DRX to start things off.
I see what you did there. Nice.
But will it be nice for Hermes if it keeps going this way? Will it be nice for Hyunmin, who's the solo mid instigator to
Now they
perhaps
change
run
it up
things
as
for
well.
DRX?
You got 3 fast rounds in a row. Then you change it up. You know for sure that you probably don't have to wait too long for the Yoru to use his TPs because he's
Wall over
expecting
towards B
something
as well,
fast.
Currently.
You could late hit
We'll see how
around
that
the
is going to look
40-second
for
mark
Bane. I like the
with
timing
both
on
the
Prowler.
TPs
See
gone.
if there's anything real close, which does sniff out Shuna at the end. So there's some presence noted on both sides of the map.
Hey, this is nice from them.
One player at least over at B.
Bring them down.
Boombot over at A that you hear and you get rid of.
Okay,
Extra
coming up to the
confirmation,
40-second
even
mark,
more
your
so with the
TP will be
converted
gone.
pass, which does hit freeing under the
So
site.
you feel like you're hitting no matter what a weak site. Damn.
Dude,
look at him. Wait, this is really good from them. This is good game plan as well. The 3 fast into the slow and then late hit, because in theory it's going to be a weak site, right? 2-on-2. Euro can't TP.
Right now, Hyunmin's just trying to find an exit strategy to hold on to this gun. Operator says hello. So LP's shut down, but I gotta give credit where credit is due. VARREL keeping interest over at that A site with
Cinder
a little trickling
Redemption.
of utility.
Dude, he's playing so much better.
In
He's
the
fragging
B-side
pretty
is
well.
Really nicely played by
It's like
Klaus.
impact
Convergent
as well.
pass, getting in with
Well,
your dashes,
I guess there was that pistol one which
saturating your
they lost.
opponents, which
They
looks
should've
like to
won
me
that.
it was on top of the site, but unfortunately still hit freeing underneath, and he's just hindered down on the site and can't get out. Hunter's Fury as well, gorgeous from Shuna. I mean, that was just a nicely executed round from VARREL in the beginning stages for me and the tail end
You
stages.
hate the util nerfs at the
really
moment?
build up a bit
I
of
don't
range
mind
here.
it.
And this was just after the time
I
out
think
of DRX, don't
I
forget.
think the so with the util nerf, I think the smoke one really hit, because the amount of smokers we're seeing is awesome. And I do think as time goes on, we'll probably see more Brim. I think Brim stocks will. I think people will realize the more they watch Brim that Brim's pretty legit. Brim Astra, maybe more Astra, just less Omen. This Omen Flash got wrecked.
Well, I think Hermes needs
It's
to
a little
fix
more
that,
situational now than it
operator
used to be.
charm. That was the Vitality one, and
But yeah, I get the
they didn't,
initiator thing.
have a good series
But
against
dude, the
BBL
game is
recently.
way
Maybe
more
we wanna
fun
be
to
rocking
watch
the
like
team you're
this.
playing for on the charm.
Like the game is way more fun. You know the slow EMEA pace of waiting to like 30 seconds. Like we take here, maybe we prod here, then we do this, and then like we take middle, and then we re-clear. Like now, we've actually made a meta where you're gambling for sure, but it's a lot more fun. You gotta send it. It's way better to watch. And the teams that are still trying to play that slow style in EMEA, kind of getting wrecked.
18 HP, but it shouldn't phase an operator player too hard. Just post up on your line and, well, hit your shot ultimately.
Gambling is fun is the lesson. That is not the lesson. That is not the lesson.
40 seconds.
I'm saying that
if you
you can't have perfect info in this matter.
Cinder with the orbital as well could be an entry position in towards the site instead of a little post-plant scenario, perhaps. Freeing,
The timing is nuts.
each other, and Zexy wins that percentage. But at least Bean's in position, and there he goes.
Yeah, still low HP from the Viper. Mate, don't do it. Do not do it. Yeah, we chilled. Nice, dude. But he's gonna push through this smoke. Oh god, he's going back for more.
Judge pulled out at the ready.
But we're just sitting in the smoke the whole time, right? Oh, what?
A blind shot from Hermes! Paranoia sent out now as well. We'll have to keep everything in mind because VARREL is still fighting in for this. Turns back around, spots out a couple of players, but refracts into safety. Klaus trying to toy and trickle around. He manages to do it against
Getting up, guys, you're fine.
1v2 is Hermes, and he has no choice but to back off. This bolt action sniper
Holy,
will
look
not
at him
be
go.
favorable in this
Dude,
fight.
they both showed discipline. I had my Omen who chilled out, and then I had my Wader that after getting the first kill, taking the duel, then chilled.
An absolute different story.
Double discipline.
If Freeing wins the duel against Zexy. Pit doesn't fall, space isn't dropped, the split that comes out, maybe you don't get the rug pulled out from under you. Fabulous, fabulous rounds to come through from VARREL. And Bane really tried to dig deep to hold that one as well. Even the investment of
How
the
important is
Nightfall
changing a TP time by 5 it's the whole thing, man. Well, it's not the whole thing, but it's like a good percentage of it. Obviously, your TP has to make sense.
With that sensational mid flick as well.
You're talking about trying to like match the pacing of the game so you can always get value from your TP. It's so important.
Lost in a row. Start to fall into the middle of this whirlpool.
All the warning signals going off right now in my brain. VARREL, they've swapped up position, excuse me.
Operator from Hermes still in
Dude, everyone's
play.
struggling to speak this week. It's so
Shotguns,
fun.
some pistols, and Zexy aware of the lighter shields that'll come on through.
Bucky close by.
Oh my god, nearly into the shock.
Dashes into the shock.
Dude, look at the util.
Execution still underway though.
They
First
know they're
outlaw
low
shots popping
money.
through.
They buy the
Meanwhile,
outlaw.
Hermes is pushed all the way through B main, but it kind of feels like for Nada at the moment.
Were they just
VARREL are
insanely
very locked
nervous
in
last
towards
week?
this A site.
They also,
VARREL starts to rotate, but surely not. They're just committing full in. Hyunmin's not finding the shot.
I mean, I was about to compliment the spacing because the spacing was actually good on this one. It's just a great Omen flash. Holy bro. These two have locked down the site. The Omen flash was incredible to enable some of this, and he's hitting some shots.
He's looking for perhaps a slight exit plan. 30 seconds and the spike is on the ground. Unless you find every elimination, this could be it.
Yeah, I can't even be that mad at them. This was just Mako being a beast and Bane hitting shots.
That announcer's going to yell thrifty at the end unless by math it doesn't convert to B. LP.
Hold on.
Yeah, you say hold, but there shouldn't
Nah,
be.
there shouldn't be a time. There shouldn't be a
player just needs
time.
to sacrifice themselves when the attempted plant goes in, and there's no way that you close this one out. Bane.
Yeah, this was nice from him. Just waited until the time was there for sure, so even if he died, he couldn't plant.
Really DRX get on the board
made nice shots on site.
Well, quite the time to win drinks, let's be real. 5 losses in a row, as I said.
Good way to recover.
Achilles, I didn't hear it the first time you did it. Or like it didn't register in my brain until you guys started cracking up.
With the sheriff.
Yeah, let's keep this guy on IGL. We take Mako off of it, but Bane has been doing pretty well.
I mean, Mako's still technically leading in kill department.
You prefer the methodical style? Yeah. I mean, anyone that preferred the methodical style of like play must have loved the Sky meta. That must have been the most fun meta to watch if you like pure info. But we've moved on since then a lot.
And what do you look to do now? Operator on this B line. Drone to spot. And LP is going to find Hyunmin with an op of his own. Just playing straggler over at the A site.
Yeah,
very unexpected
that is true.
DRX.
Really starting to create some gaps in DRX's defensive systems right now.
Yeah.
I like how much they're. Maybe this is good. Maybe this is a good time to speak about maybe what they should have done more against GE as well. Like this kind of contact style with the op. Like that's the stuff that the Veto should struggle against a little.
Slow lean towards the A site. The TP goes over. The spike not yet made its way in, though. Klaus is starting to come up.
You took all the space for free.
Are we overplaying this? Are we overreading this, lads?
Yeah, he is overplaying it a little bit, but the spike was going to the other side, but now the spike's going back, and then no one else is playing, and they may pressure over towards A.
Everything's turning to spaghetti and meatballs right now, but perhaps.
Oh, what an incredible shot!
Mako and Bane, though, they just work with what they know.
Oh, this was a rough round to lose. I'm not gonna lie.
12 seconds left to get the spike in.
Yeah, it feels like a bit of a wonky call, and I was going to really congratulate VARREL on the right call to go to the A site when they had the 3 players going there. Now there's 2 versus 4.
Really want to play safe around the corners. Cinder does have the incendiary as well. A wide swing out from Shuna. Unfortunately, walks into 2 guns online, though. See if Cinder can perhaps play for time. He tosses Molly right on.
Mate, really?
Onto the spike just for safety. But with 3 targets to go, just will not be able to survive the onslaught of utilities and bullets.
Okay, at least their money's decent.
I think VARREL are going to kick themselves when they watch back in towards the VOD and they realize
this was their most outrageous round on attack at least.
From the shadows over as well. Again, I think if you to take anything away from that round, it is that call that gets the better of them.
Like if you're going back to this site and you have this much space, they don't need to push through that smoke there. If they're trying to sell it and they're going towards the other site, you should still be waiting and then late going. No real reason to just 50-50 duel it.
VARREL opting for Corrode here. Timeout to be
it's a good timeout
for the newcomers as well.
Might lean back into their fast stuff though, we'll see.
This is the last one.
For both sides.
Unless we get, dare I say it,
How do you use the Odin most effectively on A now that the wall is more solid? There's loads of good angles, man. Just watch
Meanwhile, we got one of the longer ones already played
watch a
over
Brock demo.
America Land.
To be fair though, Brock's been leaning over towards B, I think, last time I saw him.
Yeah, it was.
I don't think that's much to do with the wall, but you never know.
I think at the end.
That right angle on A is still really good, like where they're running into main.
If they're gonna get into
They'll got
OT,
2 walls either side that's spammable.
Record at this point. Yeah, no point having, you know, two rounds of OT, job done.
Corrode and I have all the time in the world. We could be here all
What
day.
team are you back in? I went for DRX on this one, but it's close, man.
Probably already nighttime outside.
I thought it would. Actually, thought they would.
Well, a buy present for VARREL.
Win relatively
They
convincing.
make on the back of their own timeouts. All 5 grouped at B main. Is this just going to be reminiscent of a couple of rounds prior with the heated aggression or not? I believe that's a ping already onto Hermes' location to ensure that we're clearing out these corners.
Yeah, they do just go fast on
Drone
this.
spotting 1.
They tunnel vision so hard on Mako that they don't clear this corner.
Instead of firing a shot, you just go straight TP onto the top of the site. Perhaps an unexpected position against VARREL, but he gets tagged down at the very end.
Did I util
Hermes unfortunately having to TP away as well.
Zexy pushed very far forward. If Hermes loses this duel, that's the showstopper that can get thrown in towards the mix.
I'll handle this.
That's exactly what he's fishing for.
Here.
With LP for added cover.
Gunmin, convergent pass. They're really trying to just isolate LP.
Really nice from the rest of his team. Both of them.
Op shot fired off as well. So
See that? Both of them jumped. Both jumped to safety.
Yep, you got to call that. No way
That was cool.
DRX
That was
get
actually
back
cool
into
to
this.
watch.
Quite a heavy investment too when you consider.
Right?
Nightfall,
Damn,
dimensional drift,
it's a big round for them to win.
3 huge
With the save, the money's okay.
You're probably not getting for the remainder of the map.
Oh yeah, you're not for sure.
This
The big
might
round.
just be the round that breaks the camel's back.
This was kind of nice, and definitely starting to understand the raise more on attack, right? We're seeing the splits that they're doing fast over towards here. This one, Satchel on top, Satchel over towards heaven. They're fast over towards here, you might not expect it. Right, extra Satchel towards heaven so he gets here.
This is a game of timing, don't forget. It does happen. 11 to 10. Digging deep into the pockets at the moment. See if DRX
Yeah, look at them, they just go fast every single time. I mean, we're Raze popping out here.
As VARREL, copy paste, 5 to B.
Do they wait for the Sova to pick up orb, or we just planning?
Showstopper, and DRX has no choice but to respect most of it.
It's scary, and Zexy is going deep. He's not going to find anything.
Not too bad though. Look how much space he's got, and he gets close with the judge.
A lot of space.
Is it going to get the better of them though? Are they
Chill. You got wrecked last time you were in the smoke.
Should
Oh, it wasn't him though, right?
For now, crossfire setup, secondary smokes placed in.
Yeah, good. This is very similar to the the pole close A pause of the stairs. That corner there is very similar. Little cubby that sticks out that
still good.
You don't realize how deep it is.
Around it now, and DRX starting to run out of time. Klaus lands the first 2 taps. More going through as LP marks down the other angle. Hyunmin finds a shot on the Klaus, putting a dampener on things, but still VARREL in control. The round
He got so much money going.
Hyunmin has no choice but to back off.
And look how low Zexy, Cinder, and LP were at the tail end of that, within an inch of their life. Criminal that they're
your
able
money's
to
good.
survive
Go on.
a lot of this one. As VARREL finds map point. I think we need to gift a couple of these DRX members a watch so they can see the time on their wrist at the moment, because a lot of these rounds have just been taken way too long before they're able to get going. And I got to give credit as well. Klaus, the shots are great too, but it's just the patience and timing
they got to get
drop
their
the saturate to, delay DRX
the Yoru
again.
stuff
You
a
got the
little
shotgun
better,
at the
right?
spot.
A lot of these situations, the Yoru being with the group or being fast to rotate so they can fast flood through the smoke and take some space would be good. They need that flash.
That A side existed, but now it's Corrode and only B exists for VARREL.
Yeah, it's been working so well for them. They're just gonna do
man.
it again. Judge up against Freak's face.
Good trades. Dude, they won it. They won it with this defense half. Respect, man. Dude, what a savage attack this was. And you're starting to see a little bit what I've been speaking about, and just like, dude, you can just double send on this meta.
Newcomer can really
You need a fearless guy though. This guy's the fearless guy.
I mean,
Us is a little more
also Shuna with a
chill,
Hunter's
but that's
Fury.
okay.
It is the deal being handshaked here for VARREL.
To be fair, they're kind of taking
Did
turns.
it get him? No, he's just dodged that.
Who's going crazy
Didn't dodge that,
and
though.
making space.
All this is costing time.
Very nice. This is a good comeback from them.
So, final scoreline of 13 to 10. VARREL, the new kids on the block, managed
this
to
gets
kick down
interesting.
DRX's doors on the map of Corrode.
I mean, I had my